Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Our last video we did a snapshot of our tour of France. We did 9 destinations in 9 days. This is the first destination we went to, Honfleur. So join us as we travel down the deserted roads to the historic town and medieval city of Honfleur. Now, we class ourselves pretty much as accidental tourists, not tour guides, so we know a little bit about these places, but not a great deal. So we'll try and tell you the best we can of what we saw, and hopefully find out of interest. Before we travel to any of these places, we do a little bit of research on YouTube, and there's some great YouTubers out there giving a lot of background, but we don't like to learn too much. We pretty much really like to just turn up and find out for ourselves, and hopefully we can relay some of that to you, just seeing the place for the first time without knowing too much about it. Honfleur, we found, was very historic. It's untouched pretty much from medieval times in a lot of places like this area. This is the Rue de la Prison, where the medieval prison was situated, and that's here on the right, I believe. It's the now museum, and we found this a lot in France, that they like to keep their heritage. Coming from the UK, where we seem to have lost a lot of our historic buildings in cities and towns, to come to France and find that a lot of these places are dating back way beyond medieval times is just so fascinating to see. And it's credit to the French to maintain these buildings as they are. This now, I believe, is a museum. It was closed at the time we came. The time we got to Honfleur, this was the first place after we got off the ferry, or actually the tunnel, and we got here around about 3-4 o'clock at the time we checked in and come down to the town to grab something to eat. Things like this were closed, but again, as you can see, it's an amazing place. One thing you notice as well in France, they like the shutters. Something in the UK is alien to us. We don't have shutters, but whether you go from north all the way down to south, all the windows have shutters on, and I suppose it's quite a good idea, really. Very clean as well. One thing we started to notice, even through the big cities when we get down to Bordeaux, is that France is very clean. This area here, though, does definitely step you right back in time to an age gone by. I love the buildings with the half timbers, and, yeah, beautiful. And then we even go on to the next street, Cobble again. Lots of shops selling antiques, and with it being a harbour town, then a lot of the antique shops are nautical based. Normandy as well was a big area for Calvados, and we was quite looking forward to getting the Calvados. We understood it to be a spirit, but when you get here, it's Calvados cider, Calvados wine, Calvados spirit. So we got a little bit confused. Although we did try the spirit, and it was very nice. Some amazing buildings. left here, sandwiched between the two clad buildings. Very traditional stone. It's a pity we didn't get a better view of that one. Just walking back up to the harbour. Just come from the UK. We'd done Goodwood before this, and Goodwood was absolutely drenched on the Friday, rained all day. So we were looking forward to a nice dry holiday in France, and our first few days in the north were just as bad, and this was just a break in the weather when we got to Honfleur, but it did chuck it down again later on. Despite the tourists, it was a very peaceful town. Beautiful calm water. This is a famous cathedral. I'm not sure what the history behind it is, other than the shipbuilders of the region back in the medieval times built this cathedral, and we do go inside this, so you'll be able to take a look inside. And you can tell by the roof, it's famous for its roof, which is built very much like the upside down hull of a boat. These brocants were quite interesting as well. We had a look inside here, but the guy wasn't too happy about his filming inside. But we spend, while we're in France, a lot of time in some of these antique places. I think sometimes when you see the antiques of a country, it gives you a sense of what the country is all about. And the other surprise was the amount of art galleries. Art of all kinds, modern, traditional, were all on display. It's really, really interesting. It seemed like every corner you turned around there was another medieval building to see. It was amazing, really, how everything was preserved. And when you consider this was on Normandy coast, and what they went through in World War II, to see this town so well preserved, it's incredible. Beautiful square this is, and this on the left here is the entrance to the cathedral, which we'll take a walk in and have a look. You can see the famous ceilings, and as you can see, they're just shaped like the hull of a boat. The influence of the shipbuilders. I think this cathedral goes back to the 13th century or something like that. And then we back up, just turn around the corner and you're back up another cobbled street. And this street in particular was again full of art galleries selling all kinds of art and crafts. could have spent probably a couple of days here, but we were only here for the one night, and the next day we would be shooting off to Mont Saint Michel, which will feature in the next video. This is what I like about France. It's very artistic, and they do promote and push, you know, art and crafts, and these in particular are really nice and different modern art to a certain extent, a bit commercialised, but I would have had Tintin. That's my favourite. Quite expensive though. Look at the streets though, perfectly maintained cobbles. Wherever you turn, there always seems to be another building of interest, something different to look at. This gate is apparently fairly famous. I should really check out what it's all about, but it's quite fascinating. I see an accidental tourist. A lady in red. That's my star. Notice I forgot my hat today. I would have needed it later when it starts to rain. We ran out of battery, but just further down here we took a nice seat and just got under the canopy to have a drink of the Calvados when the heavens opened, and it absolutely chucked it down. So that's Honfleur. Hope you enjoyed that little walk with us. If you want to check out our itinerary or a quick snapshot of our 9 destinations in 9 days in France, then why not take a look at this video, and we'll see you in the next video when we go to Mont Saint Michel. Thanks again for watching, and if you did like it, please like, subscribe and hit the notification button. Thanks again.